Critics have historically disliked horror for the same reason they dislike comedy. The emotional response that these genres draw out of the viewer is not evoked or coaxed or teased. The response is not even demanded, it is forced. Laughter is involuntary, a physiological response. Same with disgust, gagging, jumping out of your seat. Highbrow types have a lot of social currency tied up in their response to art. Putting yourself in a vulnerable position where a movie will simply force you to respond without running it through your flowchart first, it's not worth the risk. I think people who pride themselves on not being disgusted by excess gore are playing the exact same game, but I'll get to that some other time. Right now I'm making fun of the A24 guys. Elevated horror isn't a real thing. The directors aren't trying to make elevated horror. Jordan Peele respects the filmmakers that came before him. It's the Fraser Cranes of the world, the soft-handed yuppies who have coined the term to describe horror that makes you think. Where gorefests like Terrifier are a flat-out rejection of these outsiders, In a Violent Nature wants to meet them halfway. The mistake that this film makes is that it takes the NYU brats at face value when they say that their favorite films are Stalker, Late Spring, and A Man Escaped. A Jason Voorhees movie with an hour of walking through the woods is everything a slasher fan loves, combined with everything an elevated horror fan pretends to love. The slower pace allows for some truly special moments, though. Everyone's making a big deal out of the wood splitter scene and the yoga kill, but the two moments that make this movie for me are when basically Jason finds a toy car attached to a keychain and forgets about killing for a moment while playing with it. This taps into why Jason generates a certain degree of affection that we don't have for Freddy or Michael Myers. He's literally a child. Second is the quiet drowning scene at the dock, where we see no violent thrashing and we hear only an abbreviated yelp in lieu of the endless screeching of a conventional kill scene. A character is pulled underwater, held there until they stop breathing, and allowed to float back to the surface. It is death without the artificiality of a cinematic flourish, and it's a scene that you could only pull off in a film like this. I wish there were more kills like this one in the movie. A lot of people didn't like the ending with the lady telling the long story about a bear eating people. I think you're missing the point by focusing on the content of the story. It's about the time and space involved in getting further down the road. That's what cinema is really about, not information, not content, time and space.